Hey everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. Thank you so much for sharing, subscribing and being here with me on our journey of holding the light, spreading the light and working with healing around the planet and helping others to grow as we do. You know, that's what Divine Miracles is kind of all about. And this video is about the energies for the month of July. And the angel that we're working with is Virtual, the bringer of surprise. And surprise, surprise, that's all we've been having for the month of July so far, is retrogrades and new moons and full moons and all kinds of stuff happening, eclipses, everything. It's all happening in July, shifting us into a completely new awareness, whether we're ready for that to happen or not. So basically, this video was supposed to come out a long time ago, obviously, for the beginning of July. But I have to always go with what I'm guided to do, and I had to wait on this video before I brought this out, and it just felt like I had to wait for the right timing. And now, whoops, hopefully you're still here. Now is the time, okay? Now is the time because there's so many things that are happening for each and every one of us. And I'm going to be talking about the angel Virtual, reading to you a little bit about Virtual from my website, because each month I actually make a recording, I write up an article for the Angel of the Month. And what I'm going to start doing though, this is the reason why I said recording, is I'm going to start to make a recording about the Angel of the Month and with an attunement for it, a little bit of a healing or message or ways in which you can connect with that particular angel. So if you like that idea, let me know. Most of my website is going to be turning into fundamentally mentoring, teaching and guiding. Instead of doing the readings, I'll teach you how to do them. Instead of doing healing per se, unless you're individually having it with me one-to-one, I'll be teaching you how to become a healer and to do the healing properly on all the different levels that you should be working on with clients, okay? Changing the way in which we do it all from years ago and bringing it into this new way of thinking and doing and being for everybody. So it's more educational, okay? So even though I've already got a lot of articles there on my website, I'm going to be doing more lessons in recording. So if you haven't got the first lesson, there's an Archangel Michael attunement, and that's a video format. And there's also a dragon lesson 1, connect with your dragons. This one is really interesting and teaches you about why we're working with dragons right now and what they're trying to help us to do. And basically they're helping us to hold the light, which is what we're all here to do. Okay, we're here to really become masters of our own physical body and generate the light energies within the light codes, the cosmic codes of protection within our body as well. Okay, so there's a lot of information that is coming through for me as a person who channels energy and works with healing energy every single day. I've been getting a whole lot of information that gradually I'm going to be sharing with you all, okay? But firstly, let's go into the energy of Virtual, all right? The energy of Virtual brings the element of surprise. And this is the Angel of July and also the angel that oversees Leo, the energy of Leo. Okay. So let me just see if I can read this for you. Okay, so the color that you can work with is gold or yellow for Virtual, the bringer of surprise. The chakras are the solar plexus chakra and the crown chakra. Two very important chakras to start balancing energy in your body and learning how to hold the power in those chakras as well. Okay, so we are evolving into a brand new energy, and you may have found it difficult to deal with everything that's been coming to the surface to clear and change. You may be triggered beyond belief in the month of July. Actually, I came across an old photo of myself from like 21 years ago when I was like 23 or something, and I put it on Facebook, a picture of myself then and how I am now. It was like looking at a completely different person. I didn't even recognize that as me, although I remembered or it triggered the feelings I was going through at that time and the energies that were happening at that time and also the people that were still with us at that time, all those years ago, like 21 years ago, and how different I looked, And I was telling myself I was fat back then, and I was really skinny. So I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, why was I fat? I want to be that fat again. You know what I mean? But it was like the energy of it was so sad. It really was. It was just this, like I knew where I was and what I was doing at that point in my life, but it was just this sadness that overcame me, you know, whether it was for that girl who was struggling at that time, and there was things that were going on and she was hiding it behind a big smile, you know, or was it because of the people that were still in my life back then, you know, that have passed away now? Was it for my little boys who were running around as little boys and now they're grown men? I don't know. But there was this feeling of shock, I guess you could say. And you may be going through that too. Like old, just random memories, old feelings, old situations, old people, old places, or a sudden dream or something about, you know, a place that you used to live, or things that you used to wish for, people that we wished were in our lives, you know, back then. It was all so different. And we're going through this so that we can understand our journey, and we can understand what we've left behind and why we did that. And we can understand what we were going through at that time, and, you know, how we're advancing now and how far we've come. And I've been putting a daily update on Instagram every single day. Like, this is what the message from Spirit is saying. Basically, from what I can gather, what's the momentum that's building is becoming masters of the light, becoming light masters of our own body, working more with divine will and energy, and working more with manifestation energy and ways of thinking. So whereas before we would have been like, oh my God, this is happening, and negative, and this person's negative, and that's negative, and this is going on, and that's going on, and we're just like swimming in it. Now we're like, okay, that's happening for this reason, I'm aligned to this. That's going on over there, I'm holding my light over here. That's these persons are saying and gossiping about these people, I'm just sending blessings, and I'm just going to mind my own business and keep to myself, but keep my body aligned with manifestation, divine will, positivity, and constantly trying to develop this light in the portals of my body, kind of thing. So as things are shifting within your body and the light is penetrating within your body, the chakras are going through different, cleansing and clearing, and there's different things that are spinning off those chakras, and different emotions and feelings and things that are just erupting inside of you, okay? And it's all about just having acceptance and love for yourself, and acceptance of yourself as a soul, doing the best that you can. And you were back then as well. If random memories are coming up and you're feeling all guilty about it, just stop that process, you know? There's nothing you can do about anything from the past, so you might as well just send healing to yourself and move on. So here we go. We are holding the light. It's been something that we're becoming more accustomed to, yet we're also finding this increasingly difficult. That's because of all the different things that are sparking off from it. The more filled with light that you are, the more aware you become. Therefore, there are those who will try to emotionally keep you where you don't want to be, right? They know the trigger points. And you know you're truly healed when someone's trying to trigger you and it doesn't affect you anymore, right? Your old emotions can be used against you. You know how you would feel, okay, I feel sorry for that person, I better do it. You know, I feel responsible for that thing, so I better do it. I need to take care of everybody else before I take care of myself. Because if everybody's happy, then I'm cool. You know, I'm allowed to do something. All that sort of stuff is ridiculous. And we do it, you know. Okay, so your old emotions can be used against you, so you have to remain vigilant in your positive affirmations and your high vibration. Remember that nothing can harm you unless you allow it. So be mindful of the thoughts that you're having and whether these are higher energy or not. You're also manifesting rapidly, so use your mind to bring what you really want into your life and not what you don't want. It's all about nullifying, cancelling, getting rid of. You know, when you go down, 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 it's because you've believed what someone has said about you. So it's like, oh God, this is happening, and it's happening to me because I deserve it, and it's going on, and it's going on. Now, you know, I do understand just about any level of healing where a person is at, you know, and why you might get there and how you can fix it, kind of thing. And I love to work one-on-one with you. So if you are in need of something and you just want to get it all cleared out the way and you just want to move forward in your life, please consider doing the mentoring with me for 4 weeks or for 6 weeks or 12 weeks, whatever you think it's going to take, right? And I can work out something with you. You know, do yourself a favor and stop going to people to try to figure it all out, and let's just get it all done. Now, I always say this because, and I mention my services because of, I just know you need it, you know, and you need somebody who has been through it all as well. Not someone who's had an easy life and, you know, then they're trying to do stuff with you that they can't possibly understand. Just trust yourself as you're moving forward, and trust that if, you know, you feel like you need to talk to someone, that you know that there are people there, okay? All right. A virtual brings the element of surprise, the feeling of excitement when you know something has changed or something exciting is happening, right? You know, when you were a kid and you'd be hanging out for Christmas morning, you know, that kind of like excitement. That's where we want to be all the time. That something awesome is happening, we just don't know what it is, but we're in anticipation of it, and it starts happening. Think about all your wishes coming true. Embrace that feeling as your reality. This will speed up time and change your progression. It'll change everything to happen really quickly. And people say, well, I've been thinking really positive, but this is not happening. You just have to leave that "but this is not happening" out. Just keep on going with that. Okay, I am this, I am that, I have this, I have that, without limitation, you know. You might want to say something like, you know, I am abundant on every single level. Just even saying that is beautiful energy, you know, and have these affirmations stuck around your house. Okay. As all the angels help us to awaken our healing abilities, Virtual attunes us to excitement and joy and brings healing to our life from where we think things are lacking. Okay? You may also be asked to look deeply at the reactions to the past. Are you reacting in the same old way? Do you always blame yourself for the past? Do you always feel guilt for things that you couldn't change? Believe me when I say the energy of all this is much deeper and goes much further back than you might realize. Excuse me. Okay. So if any of you want, and I've just put a link here, if any of you want assistance to retrace and heal, mentoring to become a warrior of your own life, healing on deeper levels, connecting with your angels, you know, working with spirit guides, working with past lives, having a past life regression. I do quantum healing hypnosis therapy. We can do a mixture of different things, whatever it is that you need, okay? Then you can obviously connect. As you work with changing energy, changing vibrations, clearing energy, it can be very draining, all right? So also bring in virtual to bring in the new energy and awareness of what is causing the depletion. A new force is with you now. You're not the same person as you were yesterday, and you are continuing to grow on every level. You don't have to be perfect, okay? You just have to work at being your own personal best. Better than you were last week, better than you were last year. You keep on moving forward. True happiness always leads to success. This is why it's important to watch who drains your energy or who's always negative around you. And normally you can tell if someone's not good for you by when they leave your, like when you go home or whatever, and you're like, you know, you're just drained out, you need a nap. The person is like pulling energy away from you, okay? If you can't forgive something or someone, allow the creator energy to take over. This relieves the burden and allows you to move on. So just say to the universe or to the creator or to source or to Great Spirit or whoever you call it, Great Spirit, I don't know how to forgive this situation or this person. I'm asking you to please do this and take this burden away from me, and I give thanks for that being so right now. The relief that you get from that is enormous, you know. And hopefully you'll get to the point where you physically can also just forgive and detach yourself from a situation. Anything that we've been through has been there for experience to teach us something that we ordinarily wouldn't be able to do. You know, when we go through a traumatic event or something, we don't understand it at the time that it's for our benefit, but later on down the track, we're like, oh my God, now I know why that happened, you know, or that's what I was doing. Okay? So ask Virtual for, spiritual worries are, spiritual worries, spiritual warriors of all kinds are uniting right now. People are coming together, right? We are done with the same old, same old. It's time for us all to reach even greater potentials and manifest at higher levels than ever before. Ask a Virtual for assistance. Believe the energy is always working for your highest good. Don't give in to that, oh my God, this is always happening to me and poor me attitude. Just say to yourself, you know what, I must be really strong to have to deal with this. And this is going to show me something, and I'm at rock bottom now, but the only way is up. You know, I'm going to keep on moving forward. Keep that positive energy going. Don't let anyone keep you in a prison cell in your own mind, or keep you locked into old emotions, or keep you down. You know, you're a powerful being. You all have psychic ability. Psychic vibration is working with you all the time. You're drawing things in like a magnet all the time. What's it going to be? You know, what's it going to be? Is it going to be the same stuff? You know? So when you're changing your life, etc., don't think to yourself, oh my God, I did everything wrong. Don't think like that. Just say, this is an experience. This is a journey. And in actual fact, life is supposed to be funny. We're not supposed to be taking it so seriously. But understand that we can master the light in our body, become masters of our light body, open up different portals and energies that are going to help us to become free from a lot of the earth burdens and crap and, you know, deluge and just sludge, you know, that we've been walking through. And nothing can harm us. Like, if you can really hold your light really well, then no negative situation is even going to penetrate. It just bounces off of you. It's like, good try, right? And we can all do this. So the key points, we're having intensified attunements with eclipses and new moons and full moons and this and this and this, and this is retrograde, like 6 planets are in retrograde or something right now. Okay, so no wonder we're like, but we're getting these intensified attunements. It can be a really good thing if you let it be. Protection of your home and personal stuff, okay? Fast action. So whatever you want to have happen is going to start kicking in. Abundance. Hurrah, we want it, okay? Not just money, not just prosperity, abundance of all beautiful experiences, of all amazing things, right? New relationships for some people, new friendships, you know, working with people who are on the soul level as you, you know, bringing more energy into your soul group, you know, and knowing that that's ever expanding and changing too. Surprises. Virtual is the bringer of surprise. All of a sudden it's going to be there. All of a sudden it's just going to happen. Of course, your mind has to be in the right mindset. Obviously, it has to be moving forward, and it has to be expecting abundance. It has to be expecting good. You want to be expecting bad. Oh God, this is going to happen. Oh God, it's going to be like that. No, it's going to be easy. Let's change every vibration that we come up with that is not helping you, or if something is not happening in your life. Look at how you've been thinking and reacting to situations. And therein you're going to find the blockage. We're always blocking ourselves. It's not really, you know, people are often ask, where's my blocks? Why am I stuck here? It could be 1,000 different reasons, but mostly it would be because you believe you are, or you are afraid of something, or you're scared of what the future holds, or you've got to know before you take a step into the next, you know. People won't move into their future until they know for sure that it's going to actually be right. And you can't live like that because you miss out on all these different opportunities that come through, you know. So we have challenges as well. And for many of you, there's relocation. So you're moving to a new job or a new place or whatever. whatever that means for you, movement means for you. So the message from the channeled message from Virtuel, okay? And I always get touched on the nose when spirit's around. I am one of the angels of change, surprise and joy, working with Earth and all of its inhabitants to bring new light and healing codes onto the planet. Okay, so let's just absorb the healing codes that are coming through as we're listening. It's truly time for the advancement of all of you as souls so that you can reclaim and hold your true inner light and divine guidance. Each of you have the power as creators to change your whole life and existence into the new. And now it is time for this to be seen by you. Use the knowledge and assistance that we're sending to you by way of people, energies, new opportunities, waves of abundance and joy, which will help you all to manifest. There are those who are still trying to figure everything out. We applaud all of you for where you are on your journey. It's time for new developments and change and an increase in protection as you move up and up into the new existence you are now creating. Dwell not on negativity. Just allow us to clear this out of your awareness long before it has a chance to affect you. See that? Work with people who will be guided by angels to help you in the best way, to release everything that is trapped within you. Trust is always key. Have trust and faith that everything is working in your favor, and forget anything lower than this. Allow this to be your vibration, and anything false will have no choice but to fall away. This is your true time to shine. With love and very powerful assistance, Archangel Virtuel. Okay, so you can take your power back with the angels, dragon energy healing, shamanic healing, deep mentoring, soul star healing, personal in-depth readings, past life regressions, future progressions. I do them too. That's fun. Teaching you about your psychic abilities, helping you to be a good tarot reader, helping you to be an amazing healer as well, and working on all the different aspects of these things. Awaken the things that you enjoy, okay? Those are the things that are really going to spark the most success. If you're working with your happiness, then the abundance starts to come and success is already assured for you. If you're working with things that are difficult and you hate going to work and you hate doing your work, even if you've gone to school for it or whatever, it's time to take your hobby into the next level and do something like that. And just say to yourself, you know what? I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I'm allowed to just shape my future how I want it to be. I don't have to listen to society's rules or, what my family might, have wanted for me. I have to do what I feel is right, and my family will be happy with that eventually, Some of us not, some of us, our family are not going to be happy with what we're doing, and that's their journey to live through. And it's very hard when you're not accepted by family members and you're on your own. And I know exactly what that's like. Being on my own throughout my spiritual journey has been really hard, but also really worth it. Because it just made me kick in more. It just made me go, well, you know what? I'll show you. You watch me go. It just gave me more fuel, I guess. And now being able to share my life with Bobby, my fiance now, we're waiting to get our rings back. So I'm going to be able to show you guys, and it's just made me so happy to have that as my next chapter in our life. It's just so cool how it all came about, which I'll explain when we show you the rings and everything like that. So it's just, I don't know, everything's just suddenly shifted, all right? And we need to go with that flow of energy that's happening and embrace, the differences or the changes that are happening to us too. For me, I'm going more into teaching you guys, and more, instead of doing the readings and doing all the practical and being the one, it's like, okay, you want to learn it, I'm going to teach you, and I mean teach you. So you need to be prepared. If you're coming to me for mentoring on something, it's a big thing. It's not just a little lesson. It's like, get ready to take notes because we got a lot we go through, you know. But yeah, it's like so many transitions are happening right now. We need to get with it, right, and go with it. So I'm going to quickly do a little bit of cards, number 1, number 2, or number 3, the angel gods and goddesses. Sometimes people ask me to timestamp this, but you know, I don't know. I would like you to listen to the whole message, I guess. I guess I can timestamp these. Okay, so number 1, number 2, or number 3, just to finish off the message for you all. And pretty soon we'll be doing August, which is my personal birthday month, August. So there'll be some special surprises then too. Okay, so number 1, message for you is the angel of families. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. Number 2, the message is the angel of expression. I know, there's nudity in the actual cards. It's not my fault. I didn't draw them. Number 3, and the angel of relaxation. Okay, so very, very beautiful cards. Okay, so the first one, if you chose number 1, the angel of families, the angels surround both you and your family at the moment. So for some of you, there's something happening in your life which has been causing perhaps a little bit of distress, worry, or concern. And it's like the angels are saying to you, look, we've heard you. We know what you really, truly want. We know what you're trying to do. We're supporting you on every level. And, you know, if you're looking to create a family or start have a baby, or, you know, want to connect more with your soul family, this is happening for you now. There are going to be groups and people and places and situations that are just going to be in your face. So you'll have no choice but to say, oh my God, this is really happening. You know, this is happening to me. And the angel of families, one of them is Shekinah. And she's also a very purifying and cleansing angel, helping those people who are lost or alone, giving them comfort and grace, and keeping the positive attitude to what's coming forward in your life too, okay? So like having an expectation of things being resolved. A lot of people worry about family, and the worry doesn't help. We have to focus on wellness and everybody getting exactly or being exactly where they need to be and doing what they need to do, and that there's nothing but love connecting, okay? And again, if we can't do it, we ask the universe to have the forgiveness going on for family members as well. Okay, so for those of you who chose number 2, the angel of expression, okay, all these different colors in here. Speak your truth, express yourself clearly, okay? And you may find when you're working with dragons, that is exactly what starts happening to you. It's like, whoa, you start firing off. It's like if something's not right in your life, it's like you say something instead of going, I'm just going to put up with this. No, you're just going to say something. There's also something here about creativity, you know, and the creativity brings in knowledge that you need and opens up your awareness and opens up your abilities as well. Okay, so focus on your own creativity, your art, your photographs, your music, you know, having sound around you. I have to have music around me all the time, whether it's relaxation music or heavy metal. It doesn't, you know, it's still, for me, music is music, and it makes me feel in certain ways, and it makes me create, and it makes me express, or it makes me think, or I go back into a memory and then I can clear it, or whatever it is. It's very healing, right? Now there's something that you may need to say. The angel of expression, we know Archangel Gabriel is one that helps us to say what we need to say, and also helps us to, you know, work on our pathway forward, right? Our divine will sits in the throat chakra. So, you know, if you've got some kind of blockage in here, you may find it very difficult to move forward on your soul path, okay? Needs to be cleared. But work with Gabriel to help you with this, and also to bring in the clairaudience so that you can hear and understand the messages coming forward too. Okay, and the last one, if you chose number 3, the angel of relaxation. Okay, a very peaceful angel here, and with the blue color, also the very successful color. I love the color blue. It also is a communicating color. Let go of desired outcomes. You will get what you want. So if for some reason in your life you're panicking about something, or you can't relax, or you can't sleep, or the energy's totally high, or you're worried about, whether you're going to get the loan or get the job or move to the new house, or whether the person likes you or not. But with all this energy leaving you, it's leaving you depleted of energy. You're having this leaking energy going on. So you have to bring yourself back in, ask for all your power to be brought back to you, ask for anyone else's energy that you haven't asked for to leave and go back to them or transmute into positive energy. Relax and visualize the perfect outcome for yourself. If it's not this, it's something better, okay? Then you can't be let down in any way. I love that. I want this or something better. I always see a house, I like, I want this house or something better, or whatever it is, a car or whatever. So the angel of relaxation, just let go. You're trying to control a situation by it has to be in a certain way, or you need this answer, or it's got to come and it's not coming, and what's happening, and I'm stressing out, and blah, blah, blah. So, you're going around in circles a little bit, and your energy is just going out of you. And, once you bring it all back into your being, you're going to feel an awful lot better, for one, and you can make better decisions for 2, and you can start manifesting things into your life because you can think clearly, okay? So all of us are going through enormous change in our own way, right? And sometimes we need help as we go through that. Sometimes we need to not be so hard on ourselves, or dwell on things, or worry about things, or block our way forward. And we're all learning what works best for us as well. Okay, there's nothing, no one's better than anybody else. We're just in different levels of awareness, or we're tapping into things in our own way, or we're doing things in our own way. Just be careful of people who are forcing you to do something that you don't want to do. You want to stay away from that kind of energy now. Or anyone who's making you feel guilty or abusing you in any way. It's not cool. You can't have it and also manifest things in your life too. Listen to your intuition. It's always going to tell you what's right and what's wrong, right? It's always going to say this person is not good for me, or this situation is not right. It's when we ignore it that we start getting all these problems, So don't ignore those first feelings, because they're going to be very, very super strong at the moment, especially throughout July, because of so many retrogrades and things happening. August, everything's going to kick back into gear again a little bit. But if we can make it through in July, when all this is going on around us and all this past stuff is coming to be cleared and everything seems chaotic, and if we can still navigate through that, then we can get through anything, okay? And remember that you've got help available. There are thousands of people online who are willing to help you to get where you need to be with your spiritual journey. And of course, you know that I'm one of them as well. If you need something, or if you want to do something, please just write to me, devinemiracles@gmail.com, to get things happening for you, to change your life, to help you get on the right vibration for success, okay? And I hope that this is helpful to you, and I wish every single one of you many, many blessings, lots of love, and goodbye for now. Bye.